Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, I just got home. Just walked in the door about 15 minutes ago. Clyde Lewis over at Ground Zero was contacting me. My phone was blowing up. He said, "You got to come on my show tonight, Pastor. Tonight. The whole world's falling apart. We got a blood moon getting ready to rise. Of course, Friday, the longest blood moon of the century. We have 3 hours of darkness, unexplainable. Temperature dropped drastically and then went real hot, real fast. The darkness over the sky turned the daylight to dark right out of the pages of the book of Amos. And then we've got wildfires burning completely out of control in Greece. People running and jumping into the ocean to escape the hellfire of inferno. And 50 some are dead. The number is not still rising. And then we have, of course, the volcano eruptions in Hawaii. We have the earthquake swarm in Oregon. And we've got dead birds falling out of the sky in Australia. And I'm just trying to keep up with it all. You know, I can never take a break. And to be honest with you, I can really never take a break because I just got in an airplane, flew home for 3.5 hours, and then had to drive the other hour. And I'm telling you, the whole world's falling apart. Amos, go to Amos chapter 8, verse 9. That's what made Amos famous. It talks about the sun turning dark at noonday. And that's exactly here's what it says. Amos chapter 8, verse 9. And it shall come to pass in the last day, saith the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in a clear day. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened in Russia. So, are you serious? What? Now, the sun was still up there, of course, but you know what that means. It doesn't mean the sun falls out of the sky. It means something blocks the sun, darkness comes. 3 hours of darkness. Folks, it was 3 hours of darkness when Jesus died on the cross. Anyway, tonight I'm going to be on Clyde Lewis's Ground Zero. Matter of fact, let me get a link to this. I'm going to be going live on Ground Zero, hit syndicated show across the country. And at 11 p.m. tonight, in 19 minutes, okay? So let me find the link. Give me just a moment here. It's a syndicated show. Of course, where's it at? Is that it? Yes, okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to grab his website. I think you can listen to it right there. I'm going to be on for an hour with Clyde Lewis. So I'm going to put this right here. Is any of my moderators in there? All right. There's the link to his website. I think when you go to his website that you'll be able to go to his website and you'll be able to, I think, click on listen live or where it says streaming. Yeah, so I'm just now putting there. You'll find it, guys. I'll put it in there. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Is any moderators in here right now? See, I wasn't supposed to be on tonight. I told her I'm traveling. Because to be honest with you, I just walked in the door 18 minutes ago. All right, just got home 18 minutes ago, but my phone was blowing up. Clyde Lewis, Ground Zero, saying, "Can you come on tonight for an hour, Paul? The world is falling apart." Oregon earthquakes. I need my notebook here, so just hang on a second. I mean, if I had time to prep like I normally do, I would blow their minds. And I will have to do that tomorrow. Oh, and Irvin Baxter will be my guest tomorrow right here on the Coming Apocalypse, okay? Irvin Baxter. So, and we've got Mark Biltz on Thursday. All right? As everybody's starting to understand now the significance of this July 27th, the longest blood moon of the century. So, I mean, you got to understand, guys, look what's going on with potential war in Israel right now. We're praying it don't happen. Okay. So hang with me, guys. I'm going live on Ground Zero. I'll be live on the Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis at 11 p.m. Eastern. So in other words, I'm going live on his show in 17 minutes. I want all of you to be with me over there. Is there any moderators in there? Which is fine if there's not, but just so they could stay over here and kind of let people know. But hang on, okay? Let me, Blood Moon. Let me do some research while I'm talking to you guys. Israel shooting down a jet. Israel shooting down a Syrian jet today. That's crazy. Let's check on the wildfires in Greece, because I know the last time I heard there were 50 people dead. They're jumping in the ocean to escape the flames and the inferno. So I've just been in an airplane. I can't get to, you can't get to. It's almost like you can never. Yeah, dozens of people are dead in Greece. They ran and jumped in the water. They flee to the sea in Athens, Greece, to get away from the fire. And they drown. 74 people are dead. This is horrible. Jumping into the ocean. 696 people rescued from the beaches of the ocean. We're at the beaches. 19 plucked from the sea. 74 are dead. 25 people were dead close to the seashore, trying to escape the fire. The heat just scalded them. This is off the charts, what's happening here. This is what I'm saying. We are in an apocalyptic hour beyond our ability to even reason. It's like apocalypse now. Be honest with you. It's like apocalypse now. Are you serious? But wait, there's more. The darkness that came upon the land, this is unreal. 3 hours of darkness in Russia. Now, the residents were screaming that something evil has come. There's others say it was like a black, but it turned, it was dark. Middle of the day turned to darkness. Okay. What in the, is it Planet X? Or was there some kind of weird explosion up in the sky? Is this some kind of a test that the Russians were running? I mean, people don't understand what's going on with this one. And then, of course, we had swarms of earthquakes. And let's check on that for a minute. Give me just a moment here. And I haven't even looked to see if there's any news articles about the blood moon. Or if I was on Drudge for 36 hours. That was Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if there's any more articles on that or not. Volcano in Hawaii still going crazy. Yeah, it just erupted, okay? 5.3 earthquake, Hawaii volcano again. Eruption with a 5.3 quake. And of course, Oregon also had another 4.9. And it already had a 5.6 plus a bunch more, okay? So, and then we got a bunch of dead birds in Alaska. In Australia. And I'm going to find that for you. What is going on? It is apocalypse now. It's all building up, basically. It's all building up, folks, for this blood moon. It's apocalyptic signs coming together all at one time. Give me just one moment. I'll pull this up. I know I'm live, and this isn't the way I normally do things. But I just got home. I don't have time to I did not have time to prep or even to do a show. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Hundreds of birds mysteriously dying in South Australia. More than 200. Just out of nowhere, just falling out of the sky. Hundreds of these birds mysteriously dying in a South Australian town. Really weird. Really weird. Big birds too. They're called what are they called, these birds? What are they? They started acting like they were drunk. The birds did. Oh, they're called, they're spelled Galahs. Galahs? Is that how you pronounce them? Do I need to do a translation on this? Let's see. Google Translate. Who knows? Google Translate might tell me it's the apocalypse. I understand that if you type the word apocalypse over there for about 4 days, it was telling you that the Antichrist was going to rise. Galahs. I need translate. What am I doing? Let's pronounce this word right. I don't want to be running around here saying it wrong, you know? This is crazy. Okay, it's spelled Galahs. How do you pronounce that?
Galahs.
Galahs? Really?
Galahs.
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 I can't believe I'm live doing this with 1,000 people or something in here. I've lost my mind. Anyway, Galahs. Okay, you got 200 of these birds, at least 200, falling out of the sky in Australia. Galahs. What is that? What? And they were acting like they were drunk and then just falling dead. Are you serious, guys? What is going on? Someone says, I live in South Australia. It's pronounced Galahs. Well, that said, it's Galahs. Galahs. All right. So anyway, guys, I want you to join me tonight. I'm going to be live at the Ground Zero. It's a secular channel. Of course, it's on several. I don't even know. I forgot how many radio stations this is on across the country. Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. And so we're going to be, I'm going to be his guest for an hour. We're going to be talking about the apocalypse. We're going to talk about blood moons. 3 hours. He really wants to talk about the 3 hours of darkness that over Russia, and ton of stuff happened here. Israel shot a Syrian jet down today, so you know that's a Middle East problem. You got in Greece, the wildfires are so, it was like an inferno of hell. 74 people are dead. People running to dive into the ocean to escape the flames. I am tired. I just got here from flying in out of Nevada, and I am tired. I am really tired. I worked all weekend with L.A. Marzulli on his project. I also had a home service on Friday night and prayed with some folks and spoke there, as well as L.A. Marzulli. We both spoke there and we prayed for people, and it was a really great time. But yeah, and I just got in. I'm jet lagged. I don't know what's going on. Just remember this. I'll put it up there again. I'm going to be on this channel right there, Ground Zero. There's the link. So follow us over there and just listen in on that show. And then also tomorrow, my guest is Dr. Irvin Baxter. He confirmed today. Tomorrow's show, Dr. Irvin Baxter from End Time Ministries. You've seen him on television. He's been around 35, 40 years. I can't go and relax because I have to go do the show. I promised to do an hour show with Clyde Lewis just a moment ago. Then I'll try to get some. These are the beginning of sorrows, guys. These are the beginning of sorrows. These are the beginning of sorrows. I want to welcome all 1,000 of you who just showed up here spontaneously. Thank you guys for being so dedicated. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we need your prayers. So I'm going to be on Clyde Lewis's show, Ground Zero. I'm supposed to be on his show in 7 minutes, so I'm going to be switching over to there on Skype. And then, of course, he's broadcasting. So if you go to this link right there, you can listen to the show. Go to his website right there, Ground Zero. And then up at the top, it'll say live streaming or something like that. Just click on it where it says streaming. Okay? And there's even a phone number up there. I think you can dial that phone number and listen. Or you can just click on the streaming. It says streaming. You'll see it up there at the top. And just click on that, and you should be able to listen to the broadcast live over there on Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. And we're going to be talking about the 3 hours of darkness in Russia. We're going to be talking about, what time am I going on? I'll be on in 6 minutes at Ground Zero. Right here, here's the link. I'll be right there. I'll be live on Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis, okay? And that's going to be coming up here very, very quickly here in the next 5 minutes. Tomorrow, my guest will be Dr. Irvin Baxter. Irvin Baxter from End Time Ministries. You guys know who he is. You've seen him on television. He's been on for 35 or 40 years. He's coming on to talk about the blood moon and the Middle East. It will be a fascinating interview. He'll be on my show tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. And then, of course, Thursday at 12 noon Eastern, my guest is Pastor Mark Biltz, and he'll be discussing also the blood moon and all the significant ramifications of the blood moon coming up on Friday, the longest blood moon. Thank you guys for your prayers. I had a very safe trip, a great flight home. Heidi and I, there was nobody sitting in the middle seats, so Heidi sat on. We had plenty of room to stretch out and to work, and the flight was perfect, and it was 3.5 hour flight, no problems at all. Thank you guys for the prayers. I drove through the desert Saturday, 4.5 hours, and then drove back through the desert on Sunday. No complications. The temperatures were 115 degrees, just no complications. Had great meetings, met with archaeologists, was helping L.A. Marzulli with a major project he's doing, and also spent Friday evening at a home of one of our online church members, Peter and Annie. And of course, Peter is very, very ill, stage 4 cancer. But we went there and prayed with him and fellowship and had food and ate with a lot of folks that came over and just had a great time. And I spoke a little while, and L.A. Marzulli spoke a little while, and we prayed and we did praise and worship, and it was just an amazing evening. Friday night there in Las Vegas, and we did that before going into the desert for the archaeological work that we were doing. And I can't say no more about that. You have to wait for L.A. Marzulli to come out with that. But look, a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going live in 3 minutes. I'm going to be at Ground Zero right there. There's the link. I'll be going live in 3 minutes at Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. All right? Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. Again, tomorrow, my live show's at 12 noon Eastern. My guest, Irvin Baxter. We're going to be talking about the blood moon and the effects of the Middle East. And what does this all mean? And then on Thursday at 12 noon, my guest is Pastor Mark Biltz, discussing the same thing, the blood moon and what does it all mean. And both of these guys have a different perspective of it. So that's really good. It's a good balance. Okay, that way I think you're going to get a little bit of two different views. Okay, and we respect that. That's why, I respect it. There's people who are pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. We don't trip over the tribulation. We know that some people believe pre, some believe mid, some believe post. God told me not to get in the argument of that, but to keep showing people the signs and to tell them to get right with God, for no man knows the day nor the hour that the Lord is coming. I'm going live in 2 minutes, guys. And then, don't forget, write this down on your calendars. Pick up a pencil and write this down. Tomorrow, my guest at 12 noon, Dr. Irvin Baxter. Irvin Baxter tomorrow at 12 noon. Thursday at 12 noon, it is Mark Biltz, Pastor Mark Biltz. And then August the 1st, it's Dr. Jack Van Impe. Now, the blood moon will be over, but of course, we'll still be here, and the prophecies will still be going, and we'll find out more about it. Clyde is calling you. Answer the phone. So I will see you guys, all right?
Hello, sir.
How are you, Clyde?
I am scared to death. How are you? I'm going to find the faith of the Lord in Jesus Christ today. I tell you what.